What's going on, everybody? Today we are taking a first look at Wo Long Fallen Dynasty. Full disclosure: review copy by the publisher. We are playing on an Xbox Series X. It is the 7th of March, 2023. This game came out 4 days ago. If you don't know what this is, if you're Souls fan, my community probably knows what this is. Like a Souls like, okay, from Team Ninja of Ninja Gaiden, Dead or Alive, and more recently the Neo games. So think of this as I would say evolution of the Neo games, but not really. Think of this as like Neo 1 and 2 came out. This is more akin to that, right? But whereas in so the biggest change with this is basically is like Souls meets Neo, but it's like Sekiro meets Neo. So with Sekiro, from Software, there's a parry mechanic. So this is the big thing that this changes here. There's a parry mechanic. Oh, yeah, it's a Souls like that plays like a mix between Neo and has a parry mechanic. There you go. That's the TLDR. So if you don't like Souls games, if you don't like those difficult games, if you don't like parry mechanics, then this ain't for you. But if you like Souls games, you like Neo games, you like those difficult games, difficult games. Is that way to no, I don't know. You know what I mean. You probably know what this is. This is what this is. This is like Neo 3. I'm not gonna say Neo 3 because it's got nothing to do with the Neo games. They've set this in like China, that not Four Swords. What is the ancient China mythological like Journey to the West style kind of folklore, like it's set in that time period. That's what the story is going to be around. So yeah, let's get into it and check it out. There's probably going to be a long version of this video up on Twitch. Shorter video will go up on YouTube. My main objective today is no salt. Famously, I am not the biggest fan of parrying, and I've played about 5 minutes of this off stream. The reason I mentioned Dead or Alive. So even if you don't like parrying, this might not be an instant turn off for you. Because I honestly think the part from the 2 minutes I've played, because so it's in-depth details right here. The 2 minutes, Three Kingdoms. That's what I'm thinking of. That's right, chat. The parrying system feels more like a Dead or Alive fighting game, than a From Software Sekiro Souls-like game. So it's a little bit more forgiving, and the parry button is on the block button. So it's not like, when Souls games you have to equip the shield and time it correctly, or you still have to time it correctly, but it's a little bit more forgiving. I mean, famous last words. That's what I'm saying at the beginning of this video. Tune in at the end of this video to see what I think. Anyway, let's get right into it. So if we go into gameplay settings, loads of options here, which we always appreciate. Anything of note here? Actually, I'll tell you what is of note here. This has a graphics versus FPS toggle. We'll quickly talk about that. If we go into mode here, it's got prioritize FPS and prioritize frame rate. From what I understand is the prioritize not prioritize FPS, that's the same thing. Prioritize FPS or prioritize resolution. The prioritize resolution aims for 1440p and it up-reses it to 4K with apparently it drops between 60 and 55. The prioritized frame rate keeps a locked 60 FPS and brings the resolution down to 1080p, I think. We'll keep motion blur on for a moment. Audio wise, I turn music down 1 notch just so we can hear what's going on. Camera settings, horizontal vertical controls. Cameras are important in these games. Online settings. Online setting is basically, I don't want to go in there. It might show something that I don't. In language settings, you have audio language. You got Chinese, Japanese, English. So if you want to keep it, you're a weeb and non-dubbed, you can do Chinese. It doesn't say if it's Mandarin or Cantonese. Well, it's gonna be one of them. So if you want that, that's here. I keep it English here, because you know I'm an uncultured scrub. Online settings is, sorry, I don't remember if I mentioned it. Online settings is basically, do you want to be matchmaked with like the other versions of the game? So like last gen Xbox and PC is not cross-play between PlayStation. I don't think theaters and all the movies you've seen, you can keep it in there. I don't want to spoilery, so we won't go in there. So let's go new game. Famously, like the Neo games, the character creator is insane. So there might be a little bit of a cut here where we quickly make a character and sorry, the character creator doesn't show straight away. It shows a little cutscene and then character creator. But you know, for the YouTube video, we'll probably cut for the character creator because we don't want to be here forever. I've been told my videos are kind of long. Well, like, subscribe. What?
Elixir, the secret of the eternal path, a prize sought by the
Oh, and apparently, performance-wise, apparently the consoles version runs way better than the PC version. The PC version is janky. Console versions are pretty good.
Immortality. The result of his quest to obtain the forbidden medicine was a catastrophe. The elixir's power proved overwhelming. And in the years following the dynasty's demise, it continued to exert a shadowy influence on conflict and political machinations. Many moons pass, and the Han Empire faces its final days. In these dark times, Elixir once again threatens to become the catalyst that awakens the dragons lying dormant across our land.
I mean, one thing I do appreciate about these games compared to the Souls games, like, even though they're classed as Souls-like, they don't really feel similar, if I'm being honest with you. These feel more of an evolution of the Ninja Gaiden games than, you know, an offshoot of the From Software games. They're a bit more upfront with their story in the Team Ninja games. So yeah, there was a beta out for this, a network test and a demo and everything. So, you know, I didn't play none of that. Yeah, we're going in here blind. I didn't, you know. And the talk of the town is the first boss, well, this is not going to be spoilery, within the first 4 or 5 minutes of the game is pretty tough. And people are saying to the extent where it's not balanced properly and the rest of the game ain't as difficult as the first boss. You know, or maybe the game gets easier once you learn how to play it. So, you know, that's not really spoilery. If you played the network test, demo, beta, whatever, everybody knows this. It's just the conversation that is going around. I wonder actually where the network beta does end though. One thing I noticed after a couple of minutes I was playing before we get to the first boss.
Thank you for saving me.
Compared to like the Neo games and all that, the tutorial isn't as dense up front. Because in the Neo games, the first one specifically I can remember, like they set you off in a training area. They don't do that here. This is where we get to create our character. Again, it's still as super in-depth as the Neo games. If I just quickly show you it, and then so you got figure type 1 or figure type 2. You can set your appearance templates. Actually, you know what? We'll do this really quickly and finalize. We like this. We like this. You are about to leave your character creation. Do you wish to proceed? You can change your appearance later in this game. Okay. Whew. That's the quickest we've ever done this ever. And the only reason is because I might have gone for it off stream, so I cheated a little bit to save time.
After all this time,
We spent hours on character creators. I'm just putting it out there.
my wish has been fulfilled.
As long as we have you, victory is still possible.
I should just
Consider
change the hair
that
color. Damn
a
it.
talisman of protection.
Regrets out here.
It may just save your life one day. I cannot allow this travesty to continue. Let us depart. Take this. I'm sure it will
Because
prove
that's a world
useful.
record.
It's a medicine created from refined chi. With it, you can heal most wounds.
Okay, give me my Easter's flask. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? He said take this. Okay. So controls. Age jump. B's like dodge. If you like double tap it, you do a back dodge. If you press it while you're pressing the direction, you dodge in that direction. And B's also the parry button. So you could, if you press it once, it parry. You double press it, it dodges. Left trigger. Sorry, left bumper block. Right bumper, don't know what it does yet. Don't know what left trigger does. Right trigger is probably switch between weapons or something. And unlike the Souls games, Y and X are your attack buttons. Pressing left analog stick to run. And let's go. Normal attack, spirit attack. Normal attacks are fast and can easily increase your spirit. Spirit attacks are slower but deal more spirit damage, which can reduce the enemy spirit gauge. Furthermore, when you have a positive spirit, not the positive spirit, when you have positive spirit, you can consume the surplus spirit to increase damage. You will also not falter during attacks and will penetrate the enemy's guard. Play video. Hold on. Okay, so there's some kind of spirit gauge.
Impressive. I knew I was right in trusting you.
He knew he was right in trusting me. Loot.
I don't think we will be able to pass through this way.
Scale jump towards that and press A. Okay. See that? I wasn't even trying to parry there. I was just trying to backdash or dodge, and I got a parry in. It seems to be way more generous. So from why oh, here we go. Deflect. Press B. Right stick right before you're receiving an enemy attack. Dodge. Double tap B. Using B will allow you to redirect your enemy's attack. Timing this action to meet the enemy's attack not only allows you to redirect the attack, it will also lower the enemy's spirit and shrink the lower end of the enemy's spirit gauge. At the same time, it will increase your own spirit gauge. Press BB to dodge and put some distance. Okay, play video. It seems like a lot is linked to this spirit gauge. Okay. There you go. Try again. There you go.
protect you from further harm. Tend to your wounds while you can.
Uh-oh. All right. How do I... Oh, up. Okay, that's the East Dusk. Go jump to the water.
If we lower that, it might serve as a platform.
Shortcuts.
Underestimating an enemy with high morale is certain to end badly for you.
Your morale's rank 0 affects your combat power. Likewise, an enemy with high morale rank is more dangerous. Threat level 0, 1, and 5. So that's... He's free. My morale level is 1. So basically, maybe how much damage I do? Deflect against enemy critical blows. An enemy will wind up to... Hold on, what's going on here? Deflect against enemy critical blows. An enemy will wind up to perform a critical blow which cannot be blocked with guard. An enemy will wind up to perform a critical blow which cannot be blocked with guard. Taking damage from a critical blow will lower your morale rank by 1. Okay. Critical blows lower my morale. Cannot be blocked with guard. If you redirect an enemy's critical blow, the power of the deflect increases and you can significantly break the enemy's stance and recover your negative spirit. If you redirect an enemy's critical blow, the power of the deflect increases and you can significantly break the enemy's stance and recover. So basically what they're saying is during a critical blow, you can't block. So either dodge or parry. Parry. Whatever you want to call it.
This was the village elder's residence. This is barbaric. So the yellow turbans will not stay their swords for the elderly.
Okay, got a new weapon. Classic Soul style. In-game voices we can't hear well. I don't think I'm going to be as strict on this game as we do with Souls games. I'm like, no backseeing, no tips, no whatever. I want to go in not knowing. Okay, so this guy's doing a critical blow, so I can't block it. Got him. I thought I'd mistimed that by a lot.
Yet, they have deteriorated into mere bandits that prey on others who are also weak.
I'm sorry, I can't hear a single word you're saying.
Extent, I wonder.
Only thing is, if I up the speech volume, you never know with these games. Is it gonna up the cutscene speech volume, or is it just the in-game speech volume? After resting out a battle flag, your HP and uses of the Dragon Cure pot will be restored. You can also access a variety of in-game functions. Yellow Turban Bandit Note Part 1. Apparently another thing this game does, by resting out a black battle flag, you can raise your fortitude rank. Your morale rank drops when you are killed, but it will not go below a fortitude rank. Oh, interesting. So apparently a thing in this game is you don't have to rest at a bonfire to restore your flasks and stuff. You could just activate it. So okay, level up. How does this work now? So we got wood virtue affects HP and amount of spirits lost when attacked. Fire virtue affects the amount of spirit gained when attacking and the amount of spirit consumed by martial arts. Affects the equipment weight weight limit and the amount of spirit gained when deflecting an attack. Affects the duration that a high level of spirit can be maintained for and the spirit consumed by wizardry spells. Water virtue affects how easily enemies can detect you. Huh, interesting. It's way different from like, oh, you know, agility, stamina. It's just like, oh, this is health and this is like stealth and, you know, how much magic you consume. Affects the amount of spirit gained when attacking and the amount of spirit consumed by martial arts. Oh, so but this ups our attack as well. Those explanations ain't really good actually. To be honest, we probably wanna affects the weight limit. This weight limit. Spirit sustainability. Still not understanding what that is. And this is stealth. They're not really too clear here what this all does. I think we're just gonna go attack at the moment. Okay. Battle preparation. Battle flag customization. Deliveries. There are no items you can. Okay. Have a look. Echo change equipment. What we got at the moment. And we got this. Okay. We got in here nothing. Nothing. Pebble. Okay, better clothes. We'll take that. What we got in here? Flame resistance. Damage taken, desperate condition, -2. This gives us better flame resistance. Sure. Pants, we got nothing. Accessories, nothing. Usable items. It's a fragment that clump of solidified genuine QI dissolves into the air once it reacts with the user generation. Grants 300 genuine QI when you. Is this like the souls in this game? Heat proof ice to gather from the unmelting ice found on the peak of. Allows the cold ore to pass through the QI pathways and you will be improvements to fire. Okay, so nothing crazy in that yet. Inventory status. What is this? Check details of the title, achievements, and your progress toward them. Whatever. View documents related to characters and enemies you have met, as well as various other information. Characters. Encyclopedia. Screenshots. Okay, so how do I? Okay. Got nothing on left and right. Okay, so if I hold right trigger, I can change my weapons. And so like I said, I was playing this to test audio before, but this is why I don't think this game tutorial is as good as so far what we've seen anyway. So last time when I held right bumper, I was checking keys, it was telling me that you can do like these magic abilities. If I hold down right right bumper now and I press this, it does this. And it lowers that spirit gauge thing, which I'm not sure of what it does properly yet because it hasn't explained it. Oh, if I hold that and do B, it does a quick change with an attack. Okay.
One wrong step and we are done for. We must tread carefully.
Will increase my fortune rank as well as restore HP under this spell status effects. Okay, so raise these flags to raise my level. Ah, see loot.
Collapsed. We shall have to find another way around.
Yellow turban bandit footwear. Alright, we take that. Can I just compliment my beard and hair is looking pog out here? Yeah, you can do this magic ability and it takes away your spirit gauge. Uh-oh. That's not good. Hold on. Oh no. Well, that's the first rip of the day. I don't think I like how this game does lock on. Yeah, even chat agrees that there's a better tutorial. Hold on. You will lose your revenge re-challenge. You will lose your morale points at half of your genuine QI when you are killed by an enemy. The morale rank of the enemy that killed you will increase. You can regain your lost genuine QI and morale points by defeating the same enemy. If the enemy is a boss, you will regain them by challenging them once again. Oh, so just by challenging them, you get them back for a boss. However, if you die again before regaining them, the lost genuine QI and morale points will disappear. It's just like, you know, yo, reclaim your spirits. Walk, tilt slightly, fast strike wide from rear above against the enemy unaware of you. Okay, I gotta change this weapon. It's not. Oh, is this a chi? My chat saying, yo, it's chi, it's not QI. English first language, prosumer. was literally referring to intellect points. It's chi. I do like how it said that, well, as soon as you enter the boss, it will give you... It will give you your stuff back. As soon as you enter the boss room. Because, you know, in Souls games, you are always struggling to, you know, get your... Dude, where is he? But this is a very Bloodborne thing. Of, you know, the enemy takes your... One thing I have noticed off the bat here as well, though, the animations... Oh, no, come on, dude. Walk on. Honestly, I think the animation effects are a little bit distracting. Like, I can't really see what's going on. This could be boomer vision. I'm at rank 4 now. Am I... Oh, my spirit decreases. That's something I should keep an eye on.
In truth, I ended up in this village after fleeing from the brutalities of war. My father, who worked for the government, passed away, and I became separated from the rest of my family. I long for the day when I can find them.
I can't hear what you're saying. See if that helps. Something about his dad, something.
How have such unworldly things found their way here?
Nope, didn't help the slightest. Again, I was trying to back dodge there.
We've done well to get this far, but it's not over yet. Yes. Once we rid this area of enemies, might we be able to stop by my house? There's something I wish to give you as thanks.
Bro, we haven't even got out of here. Mine's already talking about going to his crib. Yo, when we get... Martial arts. Okay, martial arts. Hold right bumper. And press right bumper or right trigger. Oh, no. Just hold right bumper, press X or Y. Unleash a powerful martial art attack that can pierce the enemy guard by consuming spirit. You cannot perform martial arts where your spirit gauge decreases to a lower limit. The type of martial art will differ depending on the weapon used. Only rare weapons have 2 kinds of martial arts. It's basically the weapon arts, like in the later Souls games, right? I'm assuming. Wow, talk about miss though. Wow, okay, that happened. The L's are amazing in the tutorial area.
The feeling that you are destined for great things.
Did you hear
We
that?
shall find out soon enough.
Destined for great things. So basically, you should... Ooh, talk about missing. You shouldn't be playing this slow because your spirit gauge is going down. Yeah, Neo feels a bit more precise. That's weird. Initially, I thought this game was gonna be, you know, Neo, like things feel better and just like a different setting and story and graphically improvements. But actually feels quite a bit different.
That would be the leader of this unit. A formidable opponent, no doubt.
See, like so right there, honestly, I couldn't see what was going on. Even though the effects look cool, I think sometimes they're a bit distracting to see what is actually happening.
A well-earned victory. I hope that everyone who escaped the brutality is not in safety now.
Oh, hold on, was that a rest point? Anything else we can raise? The following feature has been unlocked. Wizardry spells. Wizardry spells. Learn wizardry spells. Set wizardry spells. Oh, interesting. Okay. Learn wizardry spells. They've introduced the Final Fantasy figurine. What's going on here? Wood phase spells. Call down a ball of lightning on lock on target on a point at a certain distance in front of you. Yo, that seems cool. Increase automatic recovery during low spirit and decrease automatic depletion during high spirit. Okay. Emits an eruption of flames in the front. Hurls fire boo. Summons a rock of pillars in front of you. They will explode and knock enemies away in contact. For a certain period of time, you recover less damage. You receive less damage from enemies and will not flinch except from powerful attacks. Releases bubbles of poison that will burst and generate a poison bug when they hit the enemies or terrain. The bug will cause damage over time and enemies touching it. Releases a cursed bolt and front enemies hit will recover from the spirit disruption more slowly. Water spell summons a sharply poisoned icicle in front. The icicle will accelerate toward the target, locking the prior to casting a spell. For a certain period of time, reduces consumption of spirit when deflecting. So far, this seems kind of worth. Increases automatic recovery during low spirit, and this ice seems kind of worth as well. Summon a sharp. Okay, so cursor. I learned medium trophies. How much? I don't understand. How many points have I got? How much can I learn? Calls down bolt of lightning. Or is it in each one we have a point? Is that how it works? Oh, I see. In each one. In each one we have a point. Throws a mote of fire in front of you. For a certain period of time, you receive less damage from enemies will not flinch except from one powerful attacks. But we don't need rock pillars, so we might as well use it there. You will not be able to use the wizardry spell with your current attributes. Do you wish to learn it? Oh no, that's interesting. Oh, I like how it says that. Hold on. What do you need though? Oh, you need fire plus 3? Actually that's smart. Okay. So this one is releases a cursed bolt to inflict your enemy's hit will recover a spirit more slowly for a certain period of time. Releases bubbles of poison that will hurt. What about this then? Is it gonna say the same thing? Alright, no. So these I can probably all save. Okay. We won't invest in anything here yet. Okay, so now set the spells. So let's go here. Got lightning bolt. Let's go here. We'll put frost lance. Okay. Got it. Wizardry spells. Right trigger. X, Y, A, B. Cast a mystic technique of eternal way by consuming spirit. Each spell has a required Mara rank to cast. You will not be able to use wizardry spells when your spirit gauge is in the lower. Okay.
I'm sure a person of your caliber shall have little difficulty mastering wizardry spells.
Costumer. Okay, so that's to do my weapon arts, and this is to do my magic. So far we got energy, and it all seems to be based on this stamina bar. The stamina bar is also based on our magic, and also our weapon arts. It regenerates by itself. When it's in lower half, I take more damage. When it's in higher half, I give more damage. So where we don't have like a separate magic bar and a separate like stamina bar. Again, didn't play the demo beta network test. I'm just figuring this all out.
Dogs of the Han Court, are you?
Oh, my beard
Any
looking
who
plug.
oppose us shall know only the end of our blades.
Okay.
You'll be begging me to spare you.
Do I take damage when blocking? Let's have a look. No. Oh, but my stamina thing goes lower. Oh, interesting. I get broken. Okay. So that's the risk of constantly blocking.
The flow of chi is changing. Be ready for anything. You're hurt. Stay behind me, please.
Uh-oh, missed. Damn it. I was ready for the parry, but he did the... Do it again. Oh, that was a bit dodgy. Okay.
Don't get so cocky.
I shall protect you from further harm. Tend to your wounds while you can.
Working on it. Oh, you did twice. Okay, I blocked you twice.
You're not as weak as you look, huh?
I've never done this many parries in my life. I still lost though. Okay. No, I think it's a bit hard to see what is going on with all the effects. But yeah, you know, just from that, anybody who watches my, okay, hold on. Is basic training, you will be able to practice action. In basic training, you'll be able to practice action controls. In the battle flag menu, select travel and then other to move to basic training. Oh, so maybe they have got that, because that's what they did in Neo, right? All right, okay. They should have started with that. I don't know why they didn't start with this. Full disclosure, I did it again just to get a understanding of the basics. Okay. Even in the tutorial though, they don't really go, actually now that I think about it, they don't go into details about the stamina gauge really and how you should be managing it. Actually, to be honest, they don't really.
You'll be begging me to spare you.
Timing. Oh, timing. I think my homie's a hindrance here.
Stay behind me.
You know he's reading my inputs, right? As soon as he attacks him, he messes up his animation. Oh my god. Dude. Okay, red one's a little bit hard to hit. Oh, dude. I was getting a bit too excited. Wow, parrying is so easy in this game. Huh.
You'll be begging me to spare you.
The flow of chi is changing. Be ready for anything.
Don't get so cocky. You're not as weak as you look, huh?
Oh, I butchered the timing on that.
We can't let our guard down, even now.
Okay, that was way quicker.
Shade, it should give you the power you need to overcome this challenge.
I should listen to the guy. Maybe he's saying something about Jade or something. That should. Okay, when he does that attack, I should be... going on?
Just endure their attacks of the opportunity will present itself. I am sure.
Oh, okay. Wow. Was it a guarantee? Okay, was I being super dumb on the second phase? It would just go all out and it's like 10 seconds? Oh, I feel real silly now. I was thinking it's gonna be a long phase boss fight. It's just now. You should have just like done 4 attacks.
You fought very well. Now the village is safe.
By my head.
Why are you?
You shall die!
Wow, that was a really entertaining boss fight. That was really fun. Trying to pay attention to the story now. Hold on. Is there another phase? Bro, if there's another phase, I'm gonna be a little bit scared. Okay, just one phase. Woo! Yeah. I was like, oh, did I speak too soon? I'm gonna cut this out of the video. That was really that was like late game Dark Souls 3. Some of those faster like you know, there's a beast enemy type and there's like, oh, a character enemy type is your size, so there's a faster fight. That felt like on that level fun. Oh, on the second phase, I can understand why people are losing on this.
This world is steeped in chaos. It needs one like you to bring peace to it. I cannot let you die.
Also, I have no idea what happened. Also, again, late tag card apologies. Dropping a few frames as well. It's not the game. That's my internet. Saying that though, full disclosure, it probably took us like 30 minutes. Apparently, this where the demo ended. I hope the levels open out a little bit more because the first 2 levels has just been, oh, short running section boss, short running section boss. Oh, we gotta do something about my outfit.
You will pay for my brother's injury! Not bad. Not bad at all! Won't
Yo,
you
saved
stop,
me.
Ida? Don't be so reckless, Ida. These brave warriors saved my life. Huh? What? My apologies. I got ahead of myself. Okay. It's time to find out how strong you really are.
Oh,
how
no.
about we play a little game?
Let me just change my
Who
clothes.
can take out the most rebels? You or I?
You can now get call Guan Yu assist. You can now call Zhuan Fei as assist you through reinforcements. Alright, hold on. Let's add spear so we can see what spear gameplay looks like. And then oh, Milady got a cap on now. Let's go.
That a great sage once lived here in secrecy. And apparently the area became known as Guigugo Valley, or the Ogre's Domain, because of him. Doesn't exactly fill one with confidence, does it? Don't worry about Liu Bei. I'm going to stay here and treat him. You look after yourself out there.
No,
Don't
he
worry
could.
about Liu Bei. I'm going. You look after your.
He can treat himself. Let's go, companion and all that. What do you mean? Alright, drip's looking a little bit better. Alright, so it said we can. That's all that does. Reinforcements. When you fight alongside other warriors or coordinate, you'll form alliances with them. Wait, it's Lion. Where's Milady at? Oh my days. I don't want to form alliances with nobody else. Oh my god. Worst game ever made. What do you mean? Wait, where do we go from here? Oh. Getting so happy for a second. Yeah. Oh, what's this? 5 phases affinities. Scrolling too fast. Wood overcomes earth. Wood phases counter earth. Earth overcomes water. Wizard spells are based on 5 phases theory in which each of the phases interact with others in a certain way. By understanding this, you can counter a wizard spell. Wood. Okay, got it. Not using magic anyway.
The Yellow Turban's leader here might give us problems. They use these bizarre techniques, you see. So our militia allies are now too scared to go on the offensive. Ha! Weren't you with the militia as well? If you think you've got more spine than them, you'll have to prove it.
He does never hesitate with words, but what he says is the truth. We came here with our force, but being few in number, we have struggled to advance.
Encourage. RB1, encourage. Fire up your allies. Oh, interesting. Fire up your allies' spirits to encourage them to perform certain actions. When action an ally will perform depends on which of the 5 phases they adhere to. When you are accompanied by 2 allies, use that to select which. Oh. Wait. Hold on. What button do I press? It's not up and down. That changes that, is it?
Without hesitation, my blade is always at your service.
Oh, okay, but it still uses your spirit gauge. Just get your ally to do an attack, basically. Okay, so I guess this is not one of them games where you like, oh, let's go solo. It kind of wants you to. It kind of wants you to have like a couple of people with you out all the time. I've heard some Dynasty Warriors references from this. Maybe that's why, because it wants you to have a couple of people.
These guys? There's something about them different from the foes earlier.
Know your limits.
That was an easy kill. Nobody can stop us.
Alright, I can't tell.
Hold on there a second. I'll back you up.
Alright, totally lost. Wow.
Who'd you think would win if I fought my second elder brother in a serious duel?
A foolish question. It goes without saying that our brother would best us all, after all.
Yeah, can't argue with that.
This world cannot be saved with foolhardy bravery alone, which is precisely why we pledged our blades to our brother.
What do we do?
Get back now! This one's mine!
Uh-oh. Oh. Ah, damn it. Alright, it's not going to even probably do the thing now, is it? All right. Okay, which way do we go now? I don't understand. They said the door's locked from this side. I go down there. Oh, maybe this way? Okay, it's this way. Bro, you got fucked up. I'm just saying. Oh, language. First look. My apologies. Hyped. Oh, come on, lock onto the enemy. All right, I can't tell if I'm going backwards now.
Hold on there a second. I'll back you up.
Oh, this cheat. That shortcut? No. Thanks for helping out, lads. Alright, I'll take that, thank you. Alright, at least this level doesn't seem to be go around the corner boss fight.
The heck is this thing? It sure is one cute critter. Maybe it's hungry. It's got a
Shitsu
greedy
is
look like
a
it's trying to
demon that
say, "Give
poses
me
no
something."
threat to humans. Its sole interest is to consuming various materials. It will reward any who offer it items to consume with more trinkets. Remember to give you spare items whenever you can. Whenever you select an item from your inventory menu, drop it. Shitsu will consume it. Okay. They made a Japanese dog
Take heed
mini
your step as we
panda polar
proceed.
bear in this. Oh, there's two.
Without hesitation, my blade is always at your service.
All right, I'll go get that one.
Yes! My serpent spear hungers for blood!
Uh-oh.
Without hesitation, my blade is always at your service.
Man, triggering them to do a rush attack does a lot of damage, actually. Oh, yo, let's go. That was worth. Shitsu scared the crap out of me.
hesitation. My blade is always at your service. Know your limits.
Where the hell did you come from? What's the right way to go? Alright, this level has multiple branching paths. Oh, you seem kind of difficult. No, he's gonna kill me. Panic, chat, panic. Feel like we are pretty close to it. Also, I think I got a better spear. Well, this game still has the problem of crap ton of loot. But they said they fixed that. We're gonna limit it a bit, and you know. Oh, finally a new enemy type. Block that.
Without hesitation, my blade is always at your service.
Yes! My serpent spear hungers for blood! Let's hurry this up and get that yellow turban leader eliminated!
Something
Run.
terrible is behind that waterfall. We would be wise to not linger here.
Imagine how gloriously drunk we could get if that was all.
Dude, if there's something behind this waterfall, how about you
Swipe
give
that
me
out from
a
your brain for a moment, Ida.
save spot? Oh no, there might be a boss fight here and it's not giving me anything. Okay, I'm glad now the enemies and levels have changed up. It was getting a little bit boring.
The enemy has made it this far. Someone inform the General of Earth at once!
one has the smell of a true warrior.
That was an easy kill. Nobody can stop us.
Yeah, well, okay, there is that. I was gonna say, dude, like, we traveled a little bit. Now you need to. Well, I think this stage answers our worry about, yo, is it gonna be just like walk a little bit forward, big boss, walk a little bit forward, big boss? If anything, maybe those first 2 levels were poor showings of this game. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I got sold. I should have spent them first. What am I doing?
The enemy is almost upon us. Please, my lord, order a retreat.
Do not falter, for our mission is clear. To bring the world under the yellow heaven. Those foolish enough to stand before us shall know true regret for their folly.
Oh, this is an ugly ass, terrible design looking boss though.
Just try to evade my sorcery, if you can.
Did he move? Oh, lucky guy.
Come on, bring it on. The way you fight, you're the one who slew my brother.
Oh, I murdered his brother. He's not happy.
I'll strike you down for what you did. Rise, comrades. You may not rest yet. The yellow heaven must rise.
Oh, I'm dead.
Pushing for victory can always lead to defeat. Step back. I shall handle this.
Darn it. Well, it's probably is a big boss. It's gonna probably take us 20 minutes to figure it out. I feel like we can give some final thoughts here. Let's wait for this loading screen to finish then. I am kind of shocked I'm really enjoying this. Not the fact that well, why would you play this if you're kind of shocked you're enjoying this? No, because I like Souls games. I could never get into the Neo games. Like, it's weird because a lot of the people who play Neo say they find Souls harder. A lot of people who play Souls, they said they find Neo harder. Like, many times I like the looks, the atmosphere, everything about Neo. Like, I just couldn't get into those games, and they're still on my list to play, but I just bounced off of them quick. And then this was meant to be Neo, but it adds in the parrying of Sekiro, and I was like, oh man, I appreciate Sekiro for what it is, but like the From Software games that emphasize parrying a lot, they've not been my favorites. To be fair, what I've played here, this doesn't seem like Borderline doesn't even seem like a Souls game. Like I would say this feels more like an evolution of the Ninja Gaiden games rather than an evolution of their Neo games. Again, it's Team Ninja, so you know the parrying, which is the main big thing they've introduced here. You don't have to use it, but like no, you have to use it. Like it's the main part of this game here, to the point like that boss we was just fighting now, like it wants you to parry all of their spells. Like you won't even be doing that in the Souls games, because if you got a certain shield, that's the only time you parry spells, right? So it literally wants you to parry everything. And the reason I made the Dead or Alive comparison, Dead or Alive parrying is super easy, and you can parry from block, so you can hold block and still parry, so you lose out nothing. The only time you can't do it is during the red attack, then you have to commit, but like you don't have to commit to any parry. Like it's the best of both worlds. So, and they don't really teach you that in the tutorial, so it's either like, oh, either you're blocking, either you're parrying. You don't realize you could do both at the same time. So I think that's why like there's a load of like stuff going around on Twitter about the first boss is very hard and everybody's struggling with him, blah blah blah, and then you know the balance is off. I don't really think so. I think the problem that this game has, it doesn't teach you that yo, just block through it and block and parry at the same time. So I thought we we're gonna enjoy this parrying, but like I might say this might be one of the most fun parry systems I've played in a video game. That's coming from me, so that is fine praise indeed, because I don't like parrying. It's really really fun. If you're bad at parrying, don't worry, seriously, it is so generous. It's not hard at all. Like you can borderline mash it, you know. But yeah, this is like I don't know if this should be described as a Souls like or even a Neo like. I honestly think this is a evolution of Ninja Gaiden. Like I wish Neo 3, if they do a Neo 3, borrows more off of this, like borrows the parry system off of this, but gives us the slower pacing of maybe Neo, because sometimes like you play this game faster, like you would say a Bloodborne or Sekiro, because those are like faster Souls games, right? Sekiro isn't classed as a Soul game, but you know what I mean. If you play these type of games, you get the comparison. You meant to play this faster, but you always lose lock-on of your enemy though. This is one clear problem this game has. Like they always hit you from behind after you kill an enemy. You don't know where the other enemy is. There's multiple enemies, and the way that like you know it's always giving you like companions to go through, go with in the game. So I think it's meant to be you're always meant to have companions with you, rather than you know how we try hard Souls games. Oh, we're gonna play this solo, no magic, single player, blah blah blah. I don't think that's the proper way to play this here. I think it wants you to have your NPCs with you or online. I think it's got online, right? Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with this. I can understand, like if you look at the reviews and the scores and everything are out now, it's been out a couple of weeks. I can understand why this isn't as reviewing as well as Neo, because I feel like Neo is a direct comparison to From Software's Dark Souls games or Souls games. I don't think this is that. This is like a halfway house in between. Like, oh, we're gonna make it a little bit more arcadey. We're gonna make parrying way more accessible, but it's not gonna have the depth of the Neo games. It feels like a bit between there. So if it is like the only thing it carries over from the Souls games and maybe the Ninja Gaiden games is like it's not an easy. I'm not gonna say it's like hard, but it's where you're gonna die a couple of times to each boss until you figure out the pattern, kind of thing, you know. It doesn't seem as hard as Elden Ring, and that first boss was very fun. Again, also another thing could be though, we're doing a full Elden Ring playthrough on my channel at the moment, and we're getting kind of burnt out of the you know, overworld stuff, and we prefer the A to B to C linear kind of Souls games where the levels loop back on themselves, and you know, so it could just be, oh, I'm kind of glad that I'm getting this like air quote Souls-like formula, not really Souls-like formula here, and is a bit more linear. Those first 2 levels, we was a little bit worried about. Oh, it was like you beat a couple of enemies, go around the corner, is another big boss. You beat a couple of enemies, you go around the corner, is another big boss. This level here we doing is like 40 minutes until we came to a boss, right? So at least that's something. And again, we're still early. This is like the 3rd chapter and that. So yo, this gets fine praise from me indeed. I'm actually really enjoying this. I was looking for this for the longest time. I was like, oh, what do they do with Neo, with Neo 3? What do they do? Oh no, they've added parry, and maybe I don't like it. So that was gonna be my biggest fear of this, and no, really enjoyable. If you watch this video, you want our tip, just check out. What I would say is go check out the demo, the network test, whatever is that is up, and you'll see if you like this or not. Because if you're gonna struggle on that first boss and you don't get the parry and you don't get it down, that'll be a good test for you to see if you're gonna like this game. But yeah, I'm enjoying this. The only I don't know if the whole 3 Kingdoms, China, that setting stuff is doing it for me. Like story-wise and all that is like whatever, is not interesting me that much. But me, when I say gameplay is king, right? And the gameplay is definitely doing it for me. It still suffers the whole Neo issue of, like you get like 10 of the same weapons and one's a little bit better and it's got that Destiny style loot, right? I've never really liked that in the Neo games, and that's here as well. I would much prefer it if you get one of each type of weapon, and each one has his own art style and technique, so you can focus on it. Here it seems more like you level up the weapons, where I think in Neo it was you became proficient with the weapons, right? I'm not seeing like a proficiency gauge here, so it still seems like Destiny style loot. Yeah, I guess the only thing you have to get, like, do you like difficult games? Did you like Ninja Gaiden? Do you like parrying? Even though the parry system is easier, I would say the parry system is way more important in this game than nah, it's probably just as important as Sekiro, because some of those bosses you can unless you whittle down the energy between one hit, no, you gotta keep the parry up to like get their stamina kind of stuff down. So it's you gotta kind of enjoy parrying. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with this. Maybe it's gonna be our next full playthrough, I don't know. My only wish, Team Ninja, if you're listening, yo, bring this parry system into Neo. You know what I'm saying? Because I like some of the effects happens, I lose track of my character a little bit, and I can't really see what's going on. Too many enemies, and they run behind me. So maybe I would like the slower pacing of Neo, but the parry system and the gameplay of this, mix of both worlds. Maybe they take that feedback and their next game is a mix of both, but who knows? This feels like an offshoot though. This doesn't seem like an evolution of that. This seems like something a bit different. It seems way more action oriented. So who knows what their next thing will be. There you have it. There'll be shorter video that goes up on YouTube, longer video will go up on Twitch. Once again, full disclosure, review copy provided by the publisher. We are playing on the Xbox Series X. Speaking of Twitch, we stream there a couple times a week. Got a community Discord. You can come check us out on Twitter, and all that information will be in the description. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. Did you try the demo? What do you think of this? Drop a like if you liked the video. Follow, subscribe depending on where you're watching, and don't forget to turn those notification bells on so you do know when new videos drop. Other than that, thanks for tuning in. Much love. Peace.